Oh boy, talk about a headline that is not aging well. Back in 2020, the Washington Post shot down concerns the president's policies would increase gas prices, claiming instead another potential move by Biden probably will reduce demand for gasoline and put downward pressure on prices.
Citing experts in that Washington Post article. We got our expert. His name's Joe Concha. He's a Fox News contributor, and he joins us now. Joe, what experts did the author of that article speak to? Because I must say, every single expert that we had on said energy is going to rise, gas prices are going to go through the roof.
Oh, he spoke to those friendly to the administration, and this is your friendly reminder that the Washington Post has never endorsed a Republican presidential candidate in its history. Never once. Here's the money quote from that piece. Quote, cranking up requirements on automakers to make more fuel-efficient vehicles or boosting incentives to buy electric cars probably will reduce demand for gasoline and put downward pressure on prices. This is one of the worst predictions we've heard since the Titanic was deemed unsinkable. Right? And yet the Biden administration to this day continues to insist that stopping the expansion of, say, the Keystone Pipeline and halting drilling in places like Anwar in Alaska had zero impact on gas prices. It's simply not true. And poll after poll shows that Republicans, Democrats alike, overwhelmingly want America to be energy independent. Unfortunately, this team in Washington, through its actions, doesn't appear to feel the same way. Here's what I know. I paid $78 to fill my 16-year-old Acura before the weekend with gas. And when this president and this administration tries to blame Putin's invasion of Ukraine for gas prices being where they are, I'm sorry. They intentionally ignore the fact that gas prices have been going up since this president took office almost 17 months ago. And talk about paying a price. The current party in power, when the November midterms come in like about 150 days from now, they will pay a price because Americans feel gas prices and food prices and everything they pay for going through the roof, and some simply cannot afford it, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, we want to switch topics here because this is a really interesting story. There's a woman named Rebecca Jones who said that she was fired from the Florida State Health Department because she refused to alter COVID-19 data. And it turns out that she lied about that. Here are some flashbacks of media headlines when she first made that claim. The Cosmopolitan magazine says Rebecca Jones tried to warn us about COVID-19. Now her freedom is on the line. Miami Herald, Rebecca Jones whistleblower win against Florida's DeSantis administration could be a win for all of us. NPR also had a headline. Florida dismisses a scientist for her refusal to manipulate states' coronavirus data. The Wall Street Journal, rather, is taking that media reporting to task with this quote: a frequent phenomenon of our times is the flurry over an alleged scandal that on examination turns out to be false. Joe, what's your reaction to this?
Wow. Well, we've seen many of those, right? And the Wall Street Journal editorial board is 100% right. And this underscores what a threat the media sees Ron DeSantis as a Republican nominee for president, what a threat he really is. The bottom line is this. An investigation by Inspector General Michael Bennett found that this whistleblower's allegations were untrue based on, evidence. And one study found that New York, my home state of New Jersey, California, Illinois failed in their handling of the pandemic because of lockdowns and their policies, while Florida was among the best performing states because it opened up beaches and businesses earlier than other states. DeSantis was deemed as, what would they call him, Death Santis by the left. Turns out in retrospect that his policies were the right way to go. And now you see an exodus from New York and New Jersey to states like Florida simply because the governor there is overwhelmingly popular. And if he runs for president and Donald Trump does not, it's as sure as you were born, Carly and Todd, that he will be the nominee based on his performance in terms of running Florida. Right. Maybe people say, ooh, run Florida like you run the country. We might be in good shape.
The overwhelmingly popular Joe Concha joining us here on a Monday. Joe, thank you very much.